On the surface, it's a simple question about a four-letter word you hear a lot during Pride Month. What is an ally?
And basically, an ally is a person that is not a member of the LGBTQ plus community. They are people that are supportive. They basically will stand up for us. They will stand with us.
Selvey, who also works as an optometrist, has seen Pride in Harrisburg evolve from gathering in small sections of Reservoir Park in the early 90s to the first time it was held on the riverfront 25 years ago.
Before '99, a lot of people really weren't out of the closet. So when we first went out on the riverfront in 1999, people were like, "Oh my gosh, you can't do that." Why? But then we said, "Well, this is a Pride festival. So therefore, let's show our pride to the city. We're not throwing it in anybody's faces. It's just who we are, and we're celebrating who we are."
Over the last 25 years, as Pride has become more mainstream, more corporations and nonprofits have become much more willing to stand as allies with the LGBTQ plus community. Pride of Central PA partnered with the Black and White Party, which has provided financial support in the field of HIV and AIDS to create Pride Gives Back. Those are grants to organizations they consider allies.
There's 19 organizations that we have actually provided funds to through our Pride Gives Back grants that we actually initiated last year.
One of those organizations was the Pennsylvania Coalition Against Domestic Violence.
We were super honored to be one of the recipients of this grant. So what we plan to do with this, and the reason that we applied for it, is that we didn't have a lot of funds to participate in events like the Central PA Pride Festival.
Lauren Duff is a spokeswoman for the organization, and she notes that domestic violence is often more prevalent in same-sex couples. And while the organization has had a presence at Pride since 2018, this is the first time they've received money. I asked her what it means for the organization to be an ally.
I think it means that because our organization is a large statewide organization that has resources and has some privilege, that it's important for us to use our platforms and our voices to amplify voices from the LGBTQ plus communities.
Other organizations that receive grants include the Grace United Church in Lancaster, Alder Health Services in Lancaster, and the Jewish Family Services in Harrisburg. The fact that a number of faith-based organizations are supportive of Pride is a welcome change.
Last year, we had about nearly 10% of our vendors were actually religious affiliations, which is wonderful to see. There's a lot of churches that are in this area in Harrisburg, Lancaster, York, that are actually open and welcoming.
Now that brings us back to that four-letter word, ally. Eric didn't come out to his mother until he was in his 20s during the 1980s, largely keeping his sexuality hidden, although he did have one family member who supported him.
My grandmother knew, but she didn't really say anything. And then one day she kind of said, "Hey, Eric, it's okay. You're a nice person. You're a good person. I love you no matter what."
When I asked him what people can do to be better allies to people in their lives who are LGBTQ, he said the best thing you can do is listen and stand with them.
But as long as you're sitting there and you say, "Hey, you're cool with me. You're a good person. Being LGBTQ, it's just a part of who you are. You're not living your life. I mean, this is not what you chose, but this is who you think you are. And if this is who you feel that you are, then you know what? I'm going to support you 100p."
In Lancaster, I'm Jay Scott Smith, WGAL News 8.